Yeah, first rule of YouTubing, remember to record the stuff you're commenting on. Welcome to this, end game of Summoner 1. So we are really right at the end of the game here, and well, I'm actually slightly pressed for time today as well, but whatever. I'll have enough time to at least get the ball rolling. Now, if you decided not to watch the preceding subquest videos, let me just take a few moments to go over the levels and items and equipment and stuff that I have. So you can see that Joseph, or well, the party in general, sits around level 30. I think we can hope for at least one level up before we get to the final boss, but well, it's a pretty straight run from here. And you can see all the other stats here. His AI is set to healer, because it's good to have a backup healer, and well, I can just maybe summon the spirits of Lahara and control it. Go to town and stuff, while Joseph and Rosalind deals with healing. Also, you can see the resistances here. Okay, well, let's just look at the skills here first. Swords are maxed, summon is maxed with some boost from his equipment. Push I have not bothered with at all. Dodge and heal are maxed. No point in putting in, points into staff weapons for Joseph. For some reason I never actually put points into parry. Dodge, parry, well, they amount to the same thing really. Make you harder to hit. I have not put much points into Holy. He does have Protect, or Bless as they call it in this game, but it does the same as Protect in Final Fantasy. That is reduced damage from physical attacks. Talk more about the other stuff when I get to Rosalind. Heavy arms is at max. However, Joseph will only really need to be at heavy arms 9. And why that is, you will actually wait. You'll have to wait until the second to last boss stage to find that out. No further comments. Fire is at max with some added equipment. I think the highest fire skill you really need is 7, which gives you the Wall of Fire. When you get to fire level 10, you get this spell Inferno, which might induce knockdown, but otherwise is really not all that useful, considering that your spellcasting can be interrupted, and it is, it works in proximity. It gives, it sends out a burst of flame from the caster for a few distance units. Really not worth the cost, to be honest. Bow weapons, not spent a single point in it. Blunt weapons, it's good for the debaser. I doubt we'll need it in Lenele now, but it's there if I need it. That's good enough for Joseph. Also, magic resist is at level 10 for him. Maybe I have some other magic resistance inducing gear, but as you can see, resistance at 110%. That's pretty damn nice. Double attack increases chance of getting chain attacks. And well, to be honest, I don't really think you should put any points into that at all. Ah, okay, so I never put a single point into axe weapons either. Okay. Well, no wonder he didn't do so well with the Folk Cleaver before. If you didn't see that, just never mind. Dark at level 5. I think Rosalind has level 10 Dark, but we'll see about that. Dark is mostly status magic, so its use depends on your play style. But from the way I play this game, I don't really see a need for it. Counter attack. No, that's pretty good. If you have parry. which I don't. Okay, so maybe that's why you should put some points into parry instead of dodge, but whatever. Also, these chain attacks are set up for physical, well, damage mostly. Silence for liches and stuff. That's good. I intend to set something else for the shift button before the final boss. I don't think the final boss is very whatever. I don't think he takes well to be silenced. Revitalize, a complete and utter lifesaver. Burning Hands, not gonna do any good. Well, maybe against liches on the way in actually, and the other enemies, but not against the final boss. Also, I find that at the level of AP he has now, a life leech does, well, it's more important than Mind Drain. Okay, now let's look over Fleece here. She's also level 30, not as much HP or AP as you might expect, not being as, you know, fit and manly as Joseph. If you look at her protection though, it's actually higher than Joseph's, and the damage output is equal. That's a hell of a thing. Now this support AI, I think that what it does is it tells Fleece to attack the monster the party leader is attacking, which is usually a good idea. But it will often send her, you know, running around doing strange things. But, well, I mean, just running back and forth between enemies. But, well, there it is. Also, we see your magic resistance is at 95% and 10% against piercing. No resistance against any other damage types, but considering her high protection, that's oh, well, she's doing pretty good. I put 1 point into bow weapons, and I have well, not used a single bow weapon since. Her pick lock is at 10, which is nearly vital for some puzzles or some yeah, some doors somewhere. Dodge is at level 10 through added equipments. You can see that from the blue number here. That's going to be good. Sneak, I will absolutely not need any more, so I have not put any points into it after leaving Tower of Ela, I hope. Well, as far as I remember at least. Sword weapons max, aimed attack. Well, I don't really rely on Fleece for using status effects. I mean, even at this low skill level, she really does pretty good with her status inflicting chain attacks. I didn't put any points into kick because I feel it's mostly useless. Backstab mostly depends on your playstyle, but the more the merrier. Heavy arms at 7. Well, I don't really have anything to say to that really, but this heavy arms at 7 allows her to equip all the stuff she has right now. So considering, you know, well, mostly armor actually, I should point out, and it has really no bearing on her weapons, on the weapons she can carry, but for the armor, at least bring this to 5. I think what she has now requires heavy arms 7, but we'll see about that. Also, bringing her praise to level 10 is good. Allows you to identify items. Well, I don't think you need to have level 10 for quest items, but some of the random drops do require this high praise, so yeah, that's good. Hide at level 2 with help from the from some equipment. So yeah, I haven't spent a lot of energy hiding. Parry at 8, together with a counterattack of 1. Yeah, probably not so clever. I'll concede that. I don't really use trip, well, I mean, it is a pretty handy skill though if you use backstab. I mean, you can trip someone and just, yeah, walk over and backstab them for ridiculous damage while they lie prone. I mean, it's cheap, but, well, you can't argue with results, really. Dark at level 4 gives her 2 dark spells, I think. Magic resist at 7, counterattack there. Chain attacks set up like so. Added blow, mug, blindness so the enemies don't hit as much, and silence for mages. I'll try to shift these around once we get to the final battle, but one thing at a time. And Rosalind's main weapon skill is at 12. I think it only matters if you reach 10. But there it is. Heal at 10. I brought energy to 10 and she has some equipment that boosts that, so she's at 15. I mean, you only get skills up to level 10, so whatever. She does have Empower though, which I mean to cast on Joseph every so often to see, you know, some carnage. Dodge at 7, that's very good. It would be preferable if she got dodge up to level 10 for this part of the game, but, well, if you, well, just try to max your dodge skill as soon as you can. Really, it helps. It helps a lot. Assess, I don't really use it. I haven't used it as much as before as I have done in this playthrough, so you really don't need this skill at all. If you're pressing points and want to use it for something else, just don't put any points into assess. You can save yourself a lot of trouble that way. So there it is. Magic resist, she sits at 107%. That's yeah, she's feeling pretty. Dark at 10 gives her access to spells up to death. So she's kind of badass. Fire at level 9, Holy at level 10, no points in bow weapons. Ice only at level 8. I think that should give her Blizzard, which is the ice, what you call it, analog to Wall of Fire. It's an area of effect spell that you just set randomly in an area, and it lingers for a time, damaging anything in the area every second or so. Good stuff. No points in trip because, well, she doesn't do melee. No real point in tripping enemies if you are really not going to survive the encounter anyway. Somehow her speed is at 184%. That is crazy. And as you can see, she only has 1 chain attack per button, so I never spent any time on leveling her chain attacks up. However, as well as just like the others, she can get 3 chain attacks for a shift, caps, and control. 3 different for each for each branch. Something. I don't think that makes sense. Okay, so you can see here that Jakar has the same damage output as Joseph and Fleece. Slightly higher protection, even him. Has massive HP, not so much AP. Axe and sword and heavy arms at max. Dodge at max as well. Also parry. Some points into counter attack, and a good amount of points into critical hit. Oh, chance of doing double damage. Wow, I didn't think it was that extreme, but yeah, that explains why he's been doing like several hundred points worth of damage to completely innocent bystanders. His blunt weapons is only at level 8, but that is quite good enough. Double attack, not a very big deal. It's only it only has an effect if you actually control the characters and actively chain with them, which I don't. I don't intend to control Jakar very much from here. Magic Resist is at level 10, which gives him a magic resistance of 112%. And if you've been following me along this far, you will realize that that is the highest magic resistance in the entire party. And this is the tank, mind you. He's you know, all physical, you know, physical damage, brutality, and I'm punching in the air and he's being punched all over the place and he just takes it like a man. That kind of thing. And he has the highest magic resistance. Oh yeah. Now, you can see I never really put any points to healing. You know, spells get interrupted with physical attacks as in Dungeons and Dragons. And seeing as he is the epitome of a melee character, just really there's really no point in putting points into heal with him. That's just wasted opportunities most of the time. You can see I have a complete assortment of chain attacks, 3 for shift, 3 for control, and 3 for alt. I wonder if I should actually do this though. I mean, he is wearing an item that, well, piece of equipment that does the same thing as this. I mean, although it is a constant effect, so it's always present. Or maybe, yeah, of course, desperation. Sacrifice, really not a good idea in any boss fight, and especially going from here. I think you actually get, you know, more bang for the buck for sacrifice with sacrifice than you get with desperation. But the thing is that we are heading for dangerous area now, dangerous part of the game. And yeah, that's it for this bit. Let's just look at the oh bugger. Oh, I just forgot that I need to replace mouse batteries. Just give me a second here. Okay, wow. Damn, I just had to scavenge my Wii motion controller for batteries. Okay, that was just crazy. I think I need to get some, you know, batteries ASAP so this doesn't happen again. But yeah, now for Joseph. He is presently carrying a debaser, 75 damage, trip, blunt, heavy arms 6. That is hands down a pretty damn good mace. I think it's the single most useful weapon in the entire game, actually. We'll come to that, considering no. I mean, this trip, when it does connect, it you know, really disables the enemy for a couple of valuable seconds. Now I'm going to use Driven Sword instead. Note this elemental property here. It uses fire for elemental damage. You can also see that it does 90 damage. That is the same as Winterlong. However, the Winterlong has a ice elemental attack, and most enemies we're going to face either absorb or nullify ice damage. Breaching Claymore is something for Jakar, and look at that, 100 damage. Heavy Arms 10, although the speed is, well, it's slow as molasses. But, well, it's classy. I do have the Folk Cleaver if I ever want the Axe Spin. Otherwise, he's doing pretty well. Now back to Joseph though. This Summoner Plate Mail, I picked that up in the the immediate in the previous video. Fuck it. Okay, there you go. Heavy Arms 7, Protection 60. You also have Summoner's Sabaton, protection 15, and also heavy arms 7. Note these two items here, Summoner Leggings and Summoner Chainmail. They add up to 55 protection, and I think that's actually how it works, mostly. Well, obviously, wearing just the one instead of these two gives Joseph a smaller boost to his summon skill. But, well, he's doing pretty well. For a matching set, I even have the Summoner Gauntlets. And even they require heavy arms at 7. Now I am presently... Oh shit, holy monkey, look at all those. Wow, I have not looked at the ring power for a very long time, and... yeah, look at that. Over 2 million for the Ring of Stone. Same for the Ring of Light. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just start destroying stuff. Destroy stuff at random. Oh, can't even destroy the shard sword? That's wicked! Destroy the dagger. I'm just cleaning house here. Decaying bulwark. Nah, sell it. That's too weak. We don't need it. You can see also that I have quite a lot of healing items, many revive scrolls, not as many as I would like, honestly, but I think they will see us through. I also have a bunch of meteor scrolls. That's a surprisingly useful spell, considering well, considering how early you get access to it. The focus of my item collection is, of course, healing items, as you can see. Recovery tonic only gives you a regen for a short time. Doesn't that doesn't help you a whole lot, really. Cleansing tonic and elixir gives you cure, which isn't bad, but there's really no, really perfect use for. Well, I mean, you have the cure spell. That's usually good enough. Oh, the Ring of Darkness is pretty weak. I won't have to wear this. How about the Ring of Jade? Oh, only 700,000 there. Only 500 for the Ring of Water. Wow, I should have been wearing these rings a little more often. Okay, so I have those two rings and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 summoning rings. Bunch of elemental stuff. Oh, rings of dexterity. How many of these could I possibly need, honestly? Well, they add to dodge if I ever want to go and do that. Speed plus 5. That's you know, I won't say no to that. The Hellfire Necklace adds to dark and fire. Well, honestly, I'm a little unsure what to put on him. Really. I can't think of a good neck accessory for him at this point. Okay, and after all that, we have a bunch of quest items and a tourmaline. Yeah, destroy. I mean, that's only. I mean, you can only sell it. I mean, and just look at all the money I have now. Just nearly 11 million thingies. Okay, so let's move on to fleece. You can see here the midnight plate mail. 50 protection, heavy arms 6, not 7. The spring steel boots are pretty old. Bought them pretty early in the game. Or found them, I don't really remember. But I have them with me now. And the sword and dagger, 75 damage. Woo! I of course got this from the fight against Sornhan and Galleon, which you probably remember if you saw that video. Necklace of Anshu gives a constant regeneration. That's really the only useful neck accessory I can think of for her. Yeah, maybe this will actually... No, wait, that's a ring. What? She still has a ring of health. I do not go into the equipment window anywhere near as often as I should. Wow. Ring of Shadows? No. No, 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 no. Destroy that. Destroy that, cover the tracks. Ring of the Gods. Well, she is pretty speedy already, so I'm probably, you know, better off doing this. She still carries these Bokote. They are pretty old. No, I mean, we found them first in Wulong in Oremia. That's quite a long time ago, actually. Now, the Defender Kite Shield is probably the best shield in the game, with the dodge boost there. Requires heavy arms 4. And, well, that's it for Fleas. Now for Rosalind. She now has the Arrows Medallion, gives a boost to Ice and Energy skills. Which she probably doesn't really need. Let me just see what she has here. Ring of Blessings. It's a boost to Holy, that's not a bad thing. Boost to Energy. You know, why don't I do this? And as it really stores that energy plus 4, now it's at 11. Should be right. Ice. Removing this will keep me from using Blizzard. Okay, yeah, I'll just leave it there then. Yeah, the Fell Staff. I don't remember where I got it, but as you can see, it's a pretty good weapon. This well, it's a misspell actually. I'm pretty sure it should be Mellifluous with an L. Protection 45. That's a lot for Rosalind. She also has these Magus leggings. 10 protection. I think that's the best leggings she can equip. Also boosts her magic resistance, which is good. Magus boots, 10 protection. Good stuff. Adds to her magic resist. Again, that's a good thing. The Dragon's Wand. I picked those up in the Lenele sewers some time ago. I think they should still be there at this point in the game if you did not pick them up, but as for the locations of them, just I really couldn't tell if I wanted to. But their main claim to fame is 10 protection and a boost to the staff weapon skill. So you don't, if you find these, you don't need to have staff weapons at 10. You can do with staff weapons at 8 and put those points into something else. Okay, now for Jakar. As you can see, he now has the Breaching Claymore, which is the strongest sword in the game. Well, strongest two-handed sword, I should say. Sorry. And you get that for completing the Durgan's Lucky Charm side quest. Hero's Gauntlets, pretty high protection there. Requires heavy arms 8. Heavy arms 7 required for a hero's plate mail, which gives 65 protection. Torque of Time boosts his speed. He needs that. Double attack is also good for him to have. Warrior Sabaton, 15 protection with max HP plus 10. Yeah, that's okay. Onslaught Ring, just look at this. Counterattack 2, which only really matters if you have parry, mind you. Critical hit plus 2, and status Empowered. So wearing this, he is constantly under the effect of the Empower spell. And that is just sick. Okay, here's a little more speed for him, and some extra AP. Not that he really uses AP, but there you go. Okay, that is everything we need to prepare for this. Okay, let's just enter Lenele. I may have to cut the video like really soon though, but we'll see. Maybe I can get something started here. Oh, okay. Well, I thought there would be like darkness and nights and stuff. But let me show you again, if you've seen this before, the Spirit of Lahara summon. And you can see it takes a nice chunk of Joseph's AP. What are they doing now? Oh, okay. So I'm going to take control of the Spirit of Lahara here. Looks suitably demonic and all blue-like. And the animation is kind of crazy. Now, the astute observer will note that both Joseph and Rosalind are set to healer AI. So I have 5 characters, 2 of them healers. Yeah, good luck trying to kill me.
Success.
Okay, back to the Spirit of Lahara. I'm going to be a bit more thorough this time, actually. Really clear this area for experience points. Okay, you are good and done. We don't need to speak to you anymore in the game. We are actually not even getting the chance to. So, 1 frozen bone knight and a big iron golem.
Avenge me!
Oh shit on a stick. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, it's not a good thing if your summon turns against you. So let's just... Oh. That actually gave a lot of experience. Okay, let's not do that again. Okay, you are standing there, and you are standing there. Okay, well, I have given you a taste of this. I think I should actually stop recording here. So, yeah, I will meet you in the next video where I will really get started on emptying the city of demons and nasty buggers. So, later, taters.